Hi friends, it's Dina with Forever Free with EFT. And today I'm going to lead you through a tapping example for anxiety. Now that's a huge one that I see out there. And I'd say it's probably one of the biggest issues that people come to me for to learn EFT and to get my help. So one tip that I will give you aside from tapping and trying this video out is to not take on any problem, whether it's anxiety, depression, panic, some kind of trauma that you experienced. Don't use the term my in front of it. It's so easy to say my anxiety this and my anxiety, makes me do this, and my anxiety, my. Because it's not who you are. It's something that you might be experiencing right now, and maybe you have been experiencing it for quite a while, but it's still not something that should be a part of your identity. Because believe it or not, it is a temporary thing. There is rest and balance for anxiety. And hopefully EFT will be a huge key in becoming forever free from your anxiety. So I just want to encourage you in any difficult emotion situation that you are experiencing, try not to use the word my. I know, if that's what you're used to saying, you're going to slip up, but take this on. Remember saying, Dina told me not to call it my, because you don't own it. It's something that's happening to you and you can be free from it. So there's my little pep talk encouragement before we get into tapping on anxiety. Also, do me a favor. If you have been using any of my videos, following along, gleaning any kind of goodness from them, would you please like and subscribe to my channel? It just helps me know that I'm hitting things where you need them, I'm talking about the right topics, and I'm doing something that's helping you in your journey to becoming forever free from all of those negative emotions, experiences, and traumas that you might have in your life. So I would really appreciate that. Okay, on a scale 1 to 10, where are we with our anxiety? If it's a 5 or above, you may want to go for it and start tapping. So even though I experience anxiety a lot of the time, my mind is often racing because I feel anxious. I can be safe and calm and not ruled by my anxiety. Again, see, I said it, my anxiety. It's so hard not to say that. And I think I just hear people all the time. Even though I feel anxious a lot, especially whenever I'm not home, I'm out doing things, I'm interacting with people, that wave of anxiety comes over me, but I can be safe and calm even in those instances. Even though I experience so much anxiety, there's times I can't sleep, I can't eat, I'm barely functioning in my life to do my job, to care for my family, because there's so many things that trigger anxiety within me. I deeply and completely love and accept myself, and I know that I can conquer this through my Heavenly Father, who will grant me all things. So I feel this anxiety. My mind races. It goes in a million different directions, and I can't weed through all the thoughts. There's too many all the time, and that increases how I feel more anxious because I can't wade through it all. And so I'm always looking for an escape. I don't tend to want to fight it. I tend to want to flight from it, to run. Then there's those times when that wave of anxiety hits me and I freeze because I wasn't expecting it. And I thought I was doing fine. And there it is in my face, and I freeze. It catches me completely off guard. And I don't know what to think or do or say. And I become paralyzed in my own mind, maybe with my words or in my body. I just feel so tense. And that eventually turns into pain. Maybe I get a headache. I have a stiff neck or body or back. Maybe my stomach just churns and hurts. And I feel so sick, like I could throw up at times, because that wave of anxiety is so intense. Then there's times where it wakes me up in the middle of the night, that dang feeling of anxiety. And my mind starts racing, and I feel like I forgot something, I missed something, I lost something, and I can't find it. And it's overwhelming because I want to sleep, but my mind wants me to solve the mystery or find the thing or do the thing or remember the thing, and I can't. It's too overwhelming, and I'm already exhausted from a day full of feeling anxious. All these varying kinds of anxiety that I might feel, from panic to distress to racing thoughts. And then there's that feeling of I cannot stop thinking about the worst case scenario and all those what ifs, right? They pound through your mind. What if this? What if that? What if something's not safe? What if somebody gets hurt? What if I get sick? What if they get sick? What if the sickness is so bad that if we don't deal with it and figure it out right now, something bad's gonna happen? What if I lose my job? What if I can't perform properly? What if I'm ruining my children? What if I'm a horrible wife, mother, friend, daughter, sister? All the what ifs that are really based in nothing but that feeling of anxiety and panic. Then there's those physical things, the headaches, the stomach aches, maybe the performance anxiety. I see a lot of people, they get that red hot neck when they have to talk or deal with someone, have that uncomfortable conversation. Their body just heats up so intensely, it's like they're on fire, and you just feel that sensation burning through you. That's that wave of anxiety or panic. For some of you, it goes so far as I start having panic attacks. I can't breathe. I'm lost in it, and I fight for that next breath to feel calm. My heart races. Oh, does my heart race? It's incredible. And again, sometimes that's so out of the blue that the shock of my heart racing or my mind racing takes me by so much surprise. It just bursts my anxiety. So I'm through the roof. I can't think. I have all these physical symptoms because of this horrible wave of anxiety. All the different ways that my anxiety, I'm going to catch it, that this feeling of anxiety overcomes me and takes over my life, my home, my body, all the situations. It's a horrible master, and it's controlling me. And I need for it to go. So once again, go through that as many times as you need, over and over. Use your own situation, use your own symptoms. Go through it until you have properly named that anxiety that you experience. But then we want to remember, what is truth about anxiety? Anxiety is a lie. It is an alarm system within our body. It's normal to have an adrenaline response, but what we experience is not at the right times. And it's not for the right reasons. It's not for an actual imminent threat. When we feel it, it's mostly perception, subconscious, a trauma response, or a subconscious response that we don't even know how to name. So that's why it's a lie, because it's not based on an actual imminent threat that most people would have an anxious response to. It's normal to go up in front of a huge group of people and have a small amount of anxiety. But not mine, the way I experience it is not normal. And the Father tells me to cast all my cares upon him, to be anxious for nothing. But he tells us through praying and supplication, our request, our cry out to him, offer that thing up. Whatever it is, whether it's known or unknown, offer that thing up to him. And that's how we rid ourselves of that anxiety, because it's not ours to carry. It's nothing that we own. It's nothing that we're at fault for. It's nothing that should have that kind of control in our heart, in our mind, in our body, in our lives. And we're going to let go of it. He knows all of our emotions before we're ever going to have them, and he knows all of our triggers. And he wants to give us, he does give us in his word, the power and authority to conquer all things. He tells us over 300 times to fear not. And so much of anxiety is based on fear. So I will choose to fear not. Because the person that holds the whole world in his hands also holds my life and can help me with these emotions. There is nothing too big for him, and there is nothing that takes him by surprise. He is always near me, with me, watching over me and walking with me if I choose to let him. And I'm inviting him into this situation right now. I'm inviting him in to help me conquer this emotion. No weapon formed against me can prosper. And anxiety is a wicked weapon, friends. But it will not prosper. We will not allow it to prosper. So we will walk in his strength. We will put on his armor and equip ourselves, especially that helmet, friends, because anxiety is in the mind. That's where its root starts, is in the mind. And it's our flesh that feeds it and keeps it going. We feed into that fear and we take it and we run with it, and the enemy provokes that in us, doesn't he? He kicks us when we're down. He knows that we're in fight, flight, freeze, or faint, and he laughs at us, and it makes us feel terrible. But we're not going to allow that. We're not going to receive it. It's not mine. As I caught myself, it belongs to our Heavenly Father. He will take it. He will carry it. He will resolve it. Do you believe that? He will resolve it. He is the master of all. He is so good. He is so patient. He is so steadfast. He is so long-suffering. He's amazing in what he can and will do for us. So anytime I feel that thought, that creep of anxiety within me, I'm going to take that deep breath and I'm going to say, it's not mine, Father, it's yours. You've got this. And I will keep tapping, and I will keep breathing, and I will keep believing that you will take this from me. He is our rescuer. It's okay to let him rescue us from this. He wants to. He takes pleasure in it. He is more than willing and obviously more than able. So we will release this to him. We will put it in his hands and we will not take it back. We will walk away. Today's the day. We're going to set it down. We're going to put it on that altar. We're going to kill it. We're going to kill that thing. We're going to kill that anxiety. It's not ours. We're not going to own it. We're not going to breathe it, smell it, live it, feel it, bask in it, bathe in it. None of that. We're getting rid of it right here, right now, friends. We're just going to get rid of it because that's what he desires for our life, a life of freedom, a life of peace and calm. He wants to bring us his shalom, not what this world has. This world has nothing. But we're going to walk as his child in his light, in his goodness, in his freedom. I hope you felt that. That was really powerful. Again, practice it, believe it, learn it, and you will find yourself forever free.